Good morning, welcome back into the stadium field, and we have, as David mentioned earlier, we have the Tamworth Titans taking on the Wollongong Devils one side here in the mixed open. And I'm joined here for a short while, nonetheless, by the Business Operations and Events Manager, Kylie Hearn. She's just going to provide the touch community, and just before she does, I just want to take this opportunity on behalf of the staff and also Dean and the family to say a big thank you to everyone who sent through all their well wishes with Dean, and he's on the mend, as Kylie will update us, but a big thank you to everyone that has passed on. The support's been very overwhelming, and no doubt Dean appreciates it. So, Kylie?
Yeah, I just wanted to jump on and just say that the staff this weekend have just been, being checked on by our community, which is always lovely, and everyone has been asking about Dean, so I just want to let everyone know that Dean is on the mend. He is. He still has a little bit of a recovery to go through, but we definitely do miss him in the office. And I'm sure the boys actually don't miss Dean and I and our husband and wife fighting, or mum and dad as they like to call us.
Definitely mum and dad, that's for sure.
But he's good, and we appreciate everyone that has been asking about Dean's welfare. It just shows how much he is loved in our community and how much he is missed. So not sure if we'll see him at State Cup. I think Dean will try every way possible to get to State Cup, but he is back working a couple of days a week, which is always positive, but his health is our first concern, so we want him to take his time and do what he needs to do. But from a staff perspective, we just want to say also thank you to everyone that has assisted us and reached out and said if we needed assistance or guidance. That's appreciated by us and also by our board as well. So thank you. But Dean, I know you're probably watching. Don't worry, mate. Everything's under control. It's all good. Don't have to worry about anything, but you are missed, and our community definitely miss you as well. So it's all good.
Thanks, Kernsey. Thank you very much for the update. And as Kylie said, the lead up to Country Champs, I think everyone's been excited. And as you know, when there's a missing piece of the puzzle, I think everyone knows the size of the piece that Dean is when it comes to not just events, but also the everyday workings of the office and everything we do, and even just the culture of the office. And yeah, as Kylie said, it's been a bit weird not having him there.
It is weird.
It's a bit odd. He's usually part of the furniture in his office.
What was that movie? I'm not me without you.
Yeah, that's probably sums it up quite well. He as I said, not walking in every day and not having him there, it's a bit odd, but he's back in the office, I think, one day a week at the moment.
Yeah.
So as the Devils go through with Luke Tonegado there taking a crack at the line. So we'll say a quick goodbye to Kylie, and we'll see her maybe.
Hey, Roo, see you around.
Maybe a little bit later this weekend. And the Dolphins, the Devils, mind you, will go on the attack here. And there's Tonegado and Bart Hill are on the attack, and the Titans just pulling out of it with Caleb Bergen trying to stall on the defence. And as Tonegado will get the tap and the penalty, and they're pushing him up, the referees. They're forcing him forward, and the ball's played, and they give the quarterback and long pass out the back, and Bianca Miller on that far side will start the scoring for the Devils, and they take the lead. This Devils mixed open side filtered with absolute stars. You've got the likes of Tonegado, Tope, Cole Beck, Ed Burrell, Rachel Tonegado, you've got Nick Chapman, Bart Hill, Terry Deegan, host of stars for the Devils. They're going to be one to watch, and they'll be featuring, I dare say, on the Sunday deep into the competition. And it's a big test for the Titans here. First time in a long time for the Titans back at a representative competition. They're doing some really good work up there. Kelly Han and the team as they go on the attack, and little fumble, we mentioned the Jew before, and Deegan will get the ball out the back, and there's Brittany Rudd, and little slippery feet there from Ed Burrell, and they'll go again, and it'll be Chapman taking the ball forward and looking to get up over the New South Wales touch anniversary sign through Veron, and there's Tonegado. Tope picks the ball up. He picks it up and he goes through looking for a switch, but no. He stays the course, ball over the back, and Tonegado will score the second for the Devils. Take a 2-0 lead. Nice little pick up from Matt Tope. And looking for someone, and he found partner in crime, Luke Tonegado. And the Devils, they'll just warm into things. And big thank you to all the clubs for their contributions here, getting to the country champs. It's always good fun in the lead up with getting teams on the park and ordering gear and everything else that comes with it. So a big thank you to the team, the teams and the clubs and all the volunteers out there. Without our game, we don't have the volunteers. As David mentioned, there'll be a few recognised for their contribution over the last 12 months at the Jubilee dinner, and the Titans on the attack, and they just can't hold on to that one. At the Jubilee dinner, we'll get the Jubilee teams, so the 50th anniversary teams will be named, or presented, sorry, they've already been named. They're up on our website and socials, so make sure you go and check that out. There's plenty of good names amongst those. As they go over the sign, the Devils, and they'll go on the attack. Chapman gives the ball away, and that'll be Burrell, and Burrell plays, and there's Veron picks the ball up. Jamie Veron. It's a very, very good touch there by Sam Casson. Big diving touch in the middle of the field. And 2-0, and they'll look to work it out, and they'll go forward with, there's the man Casson there, and they look through. There's Scott Berry, and will take the ball forward, and pass. Good, almost good answer. Put a bit of the mock on halfway through was Delara Knox. Couldn't hold on to it, and there's Veron, and he'll take one forward, and Burrell gives it away to Chapman, and Chapman looks for Beck, but turns it back inside to Burrell, and Ed Burrell, New Zealand international, goes, he skips, he gets the ball back, and he's going to step back here. He stepped back, and we spoke about the Jew before, and Graham Goodwin awards a try. We spoke about the Jew, slippery conditions, and the step back on all plays I think he's on for the morning here until this Jew subsides. So it's a good try by Ed Burrell, man of many years experience and international. Lay the ball forward, and they go on the run again here, the Titans, and there's Knox. They pass the ball, and there's Walford. Jermaine Walford with the ball. He's stepping and skipping, and he's looking. He's got the shoulder taped, and might see him dive. There's Caleb Bergen, and there's Walford picks it up. He's got man with the slip, and the ball comes out to Shinta Knox. Dare say would be the sister or some form of relations, the Knox family. G'day to you from sunny Central Coast out at Tamworth. We might even have the Knox family here with us on the coast for the weekend, and the Titans will continue to attack. But there's Tonegado. Oh no, it's not Bart Hill, I beg your pardon. The Devils will head there to the box, and there's Tope, and Knox makes a touch, and they're going to sweep on here, the Devils, and there's Ali Mawson and Chapman on the field, and he gives the ball away, and there's Bianca Miller, gives it back to Deegan, Terry Deegan, another experienced campaigner. Tonegado plays it, Chapman picks it up, he gives it away to Deegan. Now Deegan stops, he gives it back to Tonegado, and Tonegado looking, he plays it, there's Mawson, picks it up, he gets the counties play, he steps off the left, gives it to Mawson, that was forward I thought, Graham Goodwin all over it. Goody from Taree, a fantastic decision, and a long serve of the game, was presented with his Distinguished Service Award in the referee's tent this morning. 25 plus years service to the game of touch football. So a big thank you to Graham Goodwin. Also Steve Lyons and Bill Slade were presented this morning. So a big thank you to our referee crew for their tireless commitment to the sport. As the Titans now will get up near halfway, and once again a big thanks to the council here at the Central Coast Regional Sporting and Recreational Complex. Stu and the team, Stu and Andy, have done a fantastic job this week, and a big thank you to Karen from the council. It's been an absolute delight to work with this week, and she's made our life a hell of a lot easier along with Stu and Andy and the team. And as we can see, the field in pretty good conditions considering the amount of rainfall we've had and the traffic they've had. There's been different events here, the rugby league here last week and most of the season, as well as soccer and cricket and everything else that they've fielded here. So they've done a great job, the council. So a big thank you to the crew. And there's Tope with the ball. He gets on the attack. Burrell picks it up and he's got some space. They go the late switch and they've got plenty of room. Take your option. And Matt Tope goes, I'm going to go long and give Brittany Rudd a try. That's the option that he takes, and the Devils score another one. I think the Titans here, they're up against it. They're probably a bit stiff with the draw to run in to a side with lots of experience that have played a long time together. And they're doing it with a little bit of ease at the moment, the Devils, but as the Titans look to go on the attack and go forward and turn the ball over, and the Devils, I'm going to call them the Dolphins, the Devils will play it out, and a dummy on the inside, and they'll hit this box area, and there was Bianca Miller from dummy half, and Ed Bale almost knocks over Goody, and they continue up the field, and there's Bart Hill who plays it. Chapman gives a push in the back and gives it away, and this is good. Hands touched in flight, and that was Lauren Robinson who dishes it out. I'll go on the attack again, and there's Deegan wanting the ball back. Chapman will play it. Bart Hill, he sweeps, and they've got the 2-on-1, and there's Robinson, Lauren Robinson. There's a good diving touch. I think that's Knox, Delara Knox with the touch. And Deegan will dance. He'll put on his dancing shoes, and he'll go early ball back to Bart Hill, and some good defence. And I think the longer sprigs will be brought out for tomorrow morning, I dare say, because it's playing a bit of havoc. Here, the Chapman gives off the ground. That's a good play. Bart Hill dives. Is the touch made? Referee Goodwin says no. And the Devils of Wollongong extend their lead. Plenty of teams coming out from the Gong this weekend. They got another mixed open side. The men's opens. They've got a mixed seniors, I believe, and a men's 55. So well represented, the Gong, and do a fantastic job out of Thomas Dalton Park, and they're in Fairy Meadow, which it's a penalty there as Walford couldn't stay on his feet, and not Walford, sorry, Bergen couldn't stay on his feet. As Walford will get to dummy half, and him and Bergen will work with Knox, and Knox is holding up a bit. There's Bergen, gives it away to Walford, and Walford will stand and dance. He's going to try and take on Tope, and he's ball down. I dare say that's a correct decision there from the referee, and the Devils will take it out here, and it's fantastic conditions. A big shout out to Bar TV and the crew here, Nick. Big thank you. Doing all our coverage over this weekend, so big thank you to all the teams, to Josh and the team at Bar TV. As the Devils, Deegan now will go down, and there's Nicole Beck. She picks it up, she's through. Ball is away, the referee calls. Knox just couldn't get back quick enough, and they get through, and Deegan and Beck killing it up the middle for big thanks to the Gong men's 30s that are tuning in. Thanks, Robbo. Just got a text from Tim Robinson. You should be playing mixed anyway, Robbo, so maybe State Cup, especially with Luggy. As the Titans go on the attack, as the Devils here with go into cruise control, I dare say, for the remaining 11 minutes or 10 and a half minutes. And the Titans, a little bit of fatigue coming in the back end. They'll play the Chapman will play the ball, and he'll dish it away. We've got someone's taken a fall there, and good hands down this left-hand touchline. And it's a good covering touch there from Kylan Kennedy. And he gets back in and touch on the wing here. And they'll go forward. There's Robinson. And play the ball in the splits. There it is. Bianca Miller, that hurt me up here, getting into that position. Jesus. It's a lot safer up here in the commentary box, that's for sure, and I think Nick agrees with me. As the Titans there, just struggling to get out of their own end, and as I mentioned, a little bit of fatigue. And there's Tonagato, experienced campaigner at Origin and dare say Australian representative, and it's a serious team they got on paper here, the Devils, and switch it up, and Deegan's on the field. And as the Titans now get up over halfway, and Asar Millgate takes it forward, and there's a bit of dancing from Tyron Cloak, and long ball out here to Millgate, and Millgate will dance and gives the ball away, and there's Macy Gillies, and Gillies hands it over, and they'll go up the far sideline, or the close sideline with Miller, and they'll go through the box again, and there's Hill, Bart Hill gets forward, and there's a error from Ali Mawson. As Titans through Scott Berry going forward with is that Knox again? Yeah, Knox knocks it on, and the ball goes away to the Devils as they take it forward, and it'll be Burrell taking it up, and Robinson, and there's Tope, the ball away, and there's Nicole Beck on the field, and she gives the ball away, and there's Deegan. There's plenty of space. There's Chapman with a bit of speed and direction. Deegan gets it, plays it. Chapman stands. He's offside. They're playing on. Good call, the referee, and it's a try over the far side to Tonagato. He gets his second or third. This is a good display and a good start for the Devils. I think they'll be happy with this one to start off the tournament, and we'll head back to halfway in a easy lead here at the moment. And a big shout out once again to all our sponsors and to all the vendors on the venue as well, the coffee vans and the Good Food Union, and as well as our partners, Hyperactive and Budgie Smuggler and ISC, as go forward. A big thanks to Loopy, George Lupus as well, who does our photography, and the Titans have been robbed of one. The ball out the back and over the top, and I think Sam Casson was hoping for one as Walford attacks the line, and there's Casson. Casson gives the ball away, and there's Jeremiah West, and West will get the quickie, and there's Casson, and they're trying to go down this very, very short side, and they're going to go the sweep now, and they go the sweep with West, and the ball's picked up. Casson, and he gives it away, and Walford dives, and Nicole Beck, plenty of experience there from Nicole Beck, just jams in and makes the touch, and we'll go forward, and there's Walford again and West. Now they'll be working together, and they'll look out for Hippie on that far side, and it's a tied mistake from Jermaine Walford. He's tried his absolute guts out here, and I dare say he'll be leading the pack for the Titans in their quest for a couple of W's later this weekend. And it's a big weekend for some of these mixed teams, and up to seven round games with the amount of teams we had, and so six games and a bye for some, and then we head into the finals. It's the top three of each pool go in, and this is sharp from the Devils, and Bart Hill couldn't hold on to it, but top three from each pool, so two pools in the mixed open, and top three go into the top pool, so pool A, or mixed open A, and then we split into mixed open B for the next 3, and the rest, unfortunately, will be eliminated. But, there's some contact there with Bart Hill and West. But they go forward and they pick the ball up, and there he is, Millgate, and the flick pass out the back from Bergen, and they say ball down the referee. So we've got a wide variety here on the stadium over the course of the next 2 games. We've got plenty of divisions, plenty of different clubs, so we hope you enjoy it. We hope that the touch community out there enjoys seeing touch football all weekend on live on the TV. No doubt there'll be plenty of people streaming from Facebook or the website and streaming live to your TV. And cheerio to all our supporters and parents, and they dive for the line. It's a good touch. It's a very, very good touch from Caleb Bergen. A try saver had absolutely no right to be there given the score line. But he puts in the big dive as it is, and as the Titans go forward, and I'll go again, and there's Bergen, the man with the try saver not too long ago. And next up here on the stadium we have the Beresfield Bandits taking on the Wallsend Wolves, followed by the men's opens, the Dubbo Devils, the Battle of the Devils. After that is Dubbo versus Wollongong. And following into lunchtime, we have the women's seniors, so the combined women's 30s and 40s, the Mudgee Mud Crabs taking on the Maxfield Falcons a little bit later. And our full list of games that are live stream will be on our website. And the Devils extend their lead on the far side through Rachel Tonagato. Some slick hands, and it was a sharp driving pattern and set to the box. And they extend their lead to 8. The Devils. A couple of minutes to go. Get back to halfway and tap off and see if we can get them on the board. Just over 2 minutes on the clock, and there's Jermaine Walford taking the meters. Here, I'd love to see the hard-earned index. He'd be well up there, and you've got Tyron Cloak doing some work with also Scott Berry, and they give the ball back here. Can they get on the board? Cloak is touched, but Walford's in there, and some good sharp running from Berry. A little bit more direct from the Titans, and they troubled a little bit of trouble there, and some good hands on that far side. And there's Berry with the ball. He gets the counties in and look to play. Walford needs to hit that hole, and it's a dusty pass at best out the back. It's definitely not through a lack of trying. The Titans are giving it everything here. It's great to see the Tamworth Titans here, and they're giving it their absolute all, and they're competing. They've definitely been in it here at stages against this red-hot Wollongong side. And I look for the fly play. There's Tope, gives it to Deegan, and Deegan, well, it opened up. It was pretty simple, the little fly play. And you can see the hands on the hips and on the knees. They're feeling it. They're wanting the full-time siren, the Titans, with just over a minute to go. There was some slick play. That driving pattern with the little flies, everything they want and everything they need, the Devils. 9-0. It's a good start. It's a good exclamation mark on the first performance of the tournament. There's Scott Berry will take it forward for the Titans, and a little bit fatigued. He's struggling to bend down to roll the ball. Jeremiah West with Cloak. Cloak's got some footwork on him here. He'll bounce and gets the ball back off Berry, and he steps back off his right. He's got the flashy white boots, and there's Berry. Berry will get the quickie. Plays that one correctly, and he goes, looks at the double pump, and Deegan, will he have the legs? The young fella, look at him go. Up, not even to halfway. They give the ball away, and there's Rudd. Rudd will get there. He pulls up short, and Deegan will come and have a well-earned rest. He's been in everything, Terry Deegan, and they take the ball forward through Mawson, and they balls off the ground to Burrell, and Burrell dummies inside to Tonagato, and he takes the touch head, Burrell, and they're going to go the sweep play here, and Ball off the ground, and there's Veron, and Veron throws long, and it's out of reach of Brittany Rudd on this near touchline, and Terry Deegan sucking in the big ones here after that intercept. As they Titans will head to the box, and they say they'll be looking for a breather as well, the Titans, in the final seconds of the game. And they get up to halfway, and steps off the left Millgate, and the ball's picked up, and they go long, and ball thrown out to Macy Gillies, and she can't handle it, and the ball's turned over. Bart Hill touched on last, and Chapman picks it up, and he dummies, gives it away to Nicole Beck, and Beck throws it out to Rudd, and Rudd with nowhere to go, and the ball's turned over. The Devils go forward, and there's Chapman with the ball, and he takes it up over the 10, and there's Tope, sorry, mixed up with the time. There's still a couple of minutes on the clock left, actually, so Veron will pick it up, and he'll pass it away, and Burrell couldn't hold on to it, and the Titans hold on once again. The Titans, and there he is again, Walford. And also Bergen, he's been amongst everything, and there's West, and a little error at dummy half, and it's just fatigue for Jermaine Walford. He's put in the big ones here, and he's just almost come to a standstill as they give the ball out, and that's Lauren Robinson, and she gets up over the halfway, and some wheels there from Ed Burrell to get over the 10, and dummy half would be Tonegado, gives it away to Bart Hill, and here comes Luke. Deegan will get the ball. He's recovered from that intercept, and he's looking to dance, and they'll go the sweep play with Tonegado, and they got him on toast here, and they go the double pump, and they give it away, and there's a try to Rachel Tonegado. Some slick movement there, Tonegado, and they score a simple try on this far side, and just a slick movement to stand them up and then accelerate in the dummy, and it was just class from the Wollongong side, and the Titans, there's Walford, deserves a try. There's probably about 4 of the Titans that deserve a try. They've tried absolute guts out. There's Berger. He's one of the blokes that deserves one. There's Walford going for the line. He's forced sideways by Hill. And he's going to go again, have another crack, Walford. He gets the ball, and he steps, and he goes and dives, and give it to him. Give him the try. He's tried his absolute guts out. They'll pick the ball up here, and Bergen will look to get past Deegan, and he won't get past the wily old fox, Terry Deegan, there in that position. Tonegado will pick it up with a minute left on the clock, and Tonegado picks it up and gives to Hill, and Bianca Miller on this side, and there's Luke Tonegado up over halfway, and they'll look to put one more on, I dare say. There's Veron, and direction from Tope, and Tope will get the ball from Miller, and they'll go through Chapman, and Nicole Beck will pick it up. She stands her up, and It's called offside, and Topi there has to run around, and the dummy from Tope, and it's a good diving touch. And there it is. That'll do it. The Wollongong Devils way too good for the Tamworth Titans here in the round one of the mixed opens. We'll be back in a few moments with the women's opens between the Beresfield Bandits and the Wallsend Wolves.